I think one of my biggest fears doing this was leaving behind surgery and dentistry, which I really do enjoy. But I think for me, it's been a really nice balance to be able to locum and do just the specific things I am interested in. You don't have to give up everything to chase one part of your dreams.
Hi, guys, and welcome to the House Call Vet Cafe podcast. I'm Dr. Eve Harrison. I'm a full-time integrative concierge house call veterinarian in Los Angeles, and I help other vets to build their unique mobile practices on their terms. This podcast is for and by house call and mobile veterinarians, so it is meant to give our community a platform to connect, to share our stories, to lift each other up, and to support each other. Most of us work solo as lone wolves, right? So for me, it's been really powerful to be able to physically hear the voices of my colleagues from all over the world and to get a chance to feel that we truly are part of a community of very real other human beings who get it. While you may be alone in that little bubble of your own vehicle when you're on the road seeing patients, I welcome you to join our community by tuning into our own podcast when you're on your way to your next house call. Whether you're a super experienced house call vet with 30 years of experience, you're a brand new prospective house call vet just looking to get started, or you're house call curious, there will be something for you in this podcast. Each episode, you will hear interviews from other mobile veterinarians just like yourself who are doing unique and innovative things, vets who are sharing their stories, their struggles and challenges, and you can also look forward to hearing valuable information and perspectives from specialists and experts outside of our micro niche. And finally, if becoming a house call veterinarian is something that you've been thinking about exploring, or you're looking for some extra support getting your own mobile practice to feel more profitable and sustainable for you, check out the information in the show notes about my course and our above and beyond supportive private community for members only, plus our monthly group coaching sessions within the House Call Vet Academy. You can also check out my free public Facebook group, which is also called the House Call Vet Cafe, the same name as this podcast, and which is a warm and cozy community for mobile vets to support each other in professional and personal development, in creative entrepreneurship, and in friendship. So thank you guys for spending time with me today. Let's dive into the episode.
Hey everyone, I'm excited to introduce our guest for today. We have Dr. Brenna Sakatch. She grew up in Calgary, Alberta, where she completed both her undergrad courses and veterinary training. In 2020, she graduated with her DVM from the University of Calgary. Dr. Brenna has a special interest in nutrition, behavior, and pain management. She received her acupuncture certification from Chi University in 2024. She currently resides in Olds, Alberta, Canada, which is, I've been informed by Brenna that Alberta is just north of Montana. I didn't know. I was like, where is it? So I think that's awesome. And she runs an integrative and end-of-life house call practice there. She also does relief work, also known as locums, as they say in Canada. She does her locum work at a couple practices where she gets to do lots of dentistry and some general practice. So welcome, Brenna. I'm so excited to have you. Brenna's been with us in the House Call Vet Academy for a while, so I'm really excited to hear from you and your experiences. It's been really a joy watching your practice blossom and just like seeing you kick so much ass. So I'm really excited that you're here recording with me today. So I'm going to go ahead and ask the usual question that I ask in the beginning. Do you have a favorite snack that you like to eat while you're on the way to your house calls?
Pretty much any candy.
Candy?
Got a sweet tooth for sure. Yeah, that would be it.
Okay. What kind of candy? Like Skittles, or are you talking like chocolate?
Like tubes.
Joop Joops. That's hilarious. Oh my God. That's really funny.
And I like the black licorice flavored ones that everyone hates too. So
But I'm a licorice person too. I mean, I feel like if you're into Chinese medicine, you gotta kind of like at least have an appreciation of licorice, just like
yeah.
as an herb, right?
Yeah.
Love it. So, can you tell me, and I know this story personally, but for our listeners, I would love to hear the story of how you became a house call vet. How did you know that's what you wanted to do? What did your journey look like?
I think it was something I was interested even before vet school, um, especially like the end of life things. I remember looking into that and then seeing that there were only end of life companies in the States. And so I was like, oh, okay. I just kind of like put that aside and moved on. But when I graduated, I started a mixed animal practice, which definitely gave me a lot of experience, but it was a lot of being by myself. And so you learn quickly that way, but not in a way that is without a lot of stress. So um, I ended up switching to a corporate practice where there were more vets around who could answer questions or consult on cases. And I was there for a few years. It's a fear-free practice, which was really nice. And I was given the luxury of longer appointment times. Like we'd have 45 minutes to an hour, which was pretty good for most general practices. So I really liked using all that time and being able to um, go over all the questions that people had. But with my interest in like the fear-free stuff and behavior, house calls were always much nicer, especially for the home euthanasias. So we did a couple of those from there, and that was what I had wanted for my own dog too. So yeah, then I was on maternity leave, and I sort of had a plan to start a house call practice either now or maybe after another kid. And then just thought, well, I don't know if I'll ever have another kid. Like nothing's guaranteed. So I was like, no, I should just start it now. It's going to be fine. And so our maternity leave in Canada is 12 months. So it was still really busy to try and set all of that up, but it did give me a little bit of breathing room to do that. And so I opened in September. So we're coming on like 9-10 months. And it's been really good. I've really enjoyed it.
Yeah, you've been an absolute rock star. Like you really hit the ground running, and I think that's I've been very impressed basically, and it looks like you're really enjoying yourself. Would you say
Yeah.
that's the case? Like
Oh
it's what
yeah.
you were hoping it would be and what you
Yeah.
expected it would be?
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Mhm.
I love it a lot.
Yeah, that's amazing. Like you were really kind of set up for house call practice, like having these longer appointment times and also having a background in like kind of be working alone. Like although that got better, it sounds like you sort of had it sounds like some comfort with it, some at least some experience with it. We'll put it that way, right?
Yeah. I mean, even in the corporate practice, like as most practices are, we're pretty understaffed. And so I I was doing a lot of everything. And like there would be times where a lot of times where I'd be filling my own prescriptions and
Oh.
um even checking clients out at the front for reception. And so I just had that comfort level with a lot of different aspects. So starting starting a house call practice where you wear all of those hats, I was like, well, it shouldn't be that bad.
What could go wrong?
Yeah.
But I mean, it is interesting, like in the clinic, in situations where I've been put where we're understaffed and I have to do like things that are more on like the admin side or more like what techs would usually do and we would delegate in that way. It really angers me. But the thing is like in my own practice, that's what I'm doing every day. So it's interesting like how that sort of naturally led to your comfort in house call practice as well. It really feels different. It almost reminds me, speaking of like maternity leave, this is kind of unrelated, but it reminds me of how people will say things like, I don't really like children, but when I had my own children, I really loved them. And, it's like completely different. I'm obsessed with my kids, but I don't like children. And it's sort of like, well, this is my baby. So yeah, I'm happy to do all the things, but like, in a brick and mortar that I'm just like, this is just poorly run. No. You know what I mean? There's this,
Yeah.
it's an interesting parallel that sort of came up for me there.
Yeah. On that note, that I'm exactly like that. I do not like kids. I was like, I will never have I don't really want children, but my husband really wanted children. I was like, okay. Like I'm just kind of indifferent. So if he didn't want children, I'd be fine with it. But um yeah, it's so different. It's yeah, the same thing. It's so different with your own practice, your own kid.
So you were like actually one of those people.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
I
100%.
don't think I knew that. Did I know that? I don't know. But anyway, That's funny. So are you still seeing mixed animals at all? Would you see like what animals are you seeing? I'm curious.
Um, I'm seeing mostly dogs, cats, and then I've had one bunny patient. I did a decent amount of um, rabbit medicine before. Just I didn't really have a lot of mentorship. It was just I'm willing to get my hands dirty as long as they know that I'm not a specialist. I'm just there's just not a lot of availability here for that. If you need an exotics appointment and you're not already a client there, you're looking at like 6 to 8 weeks. So it doesn't really work when your rabbit has stasis and they have
Yeah.
12 hours, you know. Um, on that note, I'm going to see a lamb tomorrow at a farm sanctuary who's got paresis in the back legs and going to do some electroacupuncture and see how that goes. So I guess a little bit of mixed, but not really advertising that.
Oh, that's amazing. I mean, acupuncture really kind of opens a lot of doors too because it gets you like in contact with patients that are needing care that is not necessarily urgent. So it's like I don't know, that to me, the acupuncture has been sort of my, like, backdoor gate to working with goats and other
Mhm.
creatures that have not typically been in my, like, patient palette, you know, and I just
Yeah,
love it so much. That's so exciting about the lamb. Well, I hope you can help that little one, like, that's really
yeah,
cool.
that'll be fun. There's actually another house call vet who called me about the case. She was seeing their potbelly pigs and told me about this case, and she's like, "You should call Brenna, and she can come do some acupuncture." So, yeah, pretty
That's
cool.
amazing. Oh, potbelly pigs. That's like a bucket list thing. I don't have any potbelly pig patients, never have, but I want that. I want them. Yeah, maybe you'll
Yeah,
get to do acupuncture on the potbelly pigs next, and that's really awesome that your, like, local colleague is, like, looping you in, and that's
yeah.
I love that. So you're quite passionate about, pain management, you said. I've seen you really light up with a lot of, like, holistic type of care, acupuncture care. Can you tell me a little bit about your interest in that and how you bring it into your house call practice?
Yeah. I mean, I think for a lot of interests that I have, and I'm sure lots of other veterinarians have, you tend to get interested in what is personal to you. And so I found with the things I'm most interested in, it's been my own pets that have been dealing with certain things. And then you're trying to figure out more ways to fix those things. Um, my my heart dog who passed away quite a few years ago now, she had some pretty bad elbow arthritis and liver failure. And so you're kind of trying to manage pain without pushing her into further faster liver failure with the anti-inflammatories. And um, yeah, I would have loved to do acupuncture on her. I was just a little behind in the game there for her, but it's been something that's been really interesting. My own current dog, he's got some behavior issues, and um, I've been interested in that, but even the acupuncture I've been using on him, and it's quite cool how well it works in some cases with that. So um, I just want another tool in my toolbox for my own pets,
Yeah.
and then other pets too, where you're like, I have no other options. I'm out of options. So it's nice to have some more tools.
Yeah, it's really nice in my work as a holistic vet. Like I really relate to what you're saying that, I started with acupuncture. I had a paraplegic cat and, in searching for treatments for her and things to optimize her quality of life, it really brought me closer to holistic work. And I think in general, for our patients, it's really nice to not ever have to say there's nothing else we can do. I mean, euthanasia is an option. That's something we can do, right? But, like, before that, there's so many amazing modalities out there. Acupuncture is one of them, and the whole traditional Chinese medicine, veterinary medicine paradigm has myriad numbers of branches and avenues you can go down to, like, find yet something else we can do. And even if it doesn't work out, I think that, in my opinion, tell me if you feel this way too, I think there's a therapeutic quality of just knowing that we can do something else. We can try something else, that there are paths available. I think it just like calms the nervous system of the whole client-patient veterinary relationship, and things can shift in that way.
Yeah, for
Does
sure.
that resonate for you?
Yeah.
The psychology even of just, like, having more options available, like, we don't know if this is gonna work, but we're gonna give it a whirl. There's millions of, healing paradigms and treatments out there. Some are evidence-based, some are not, but, as long as they don't hurt the animal, why not try? Why not, let hope infuse the situation so that we can continue to allow the animal to heal in its own way and support it however we can. And if we can't, then we can't, right? But
Yeah.
at least we've offered as much as we can.
Hey everyone, Dr. Eve Harrison here. Whether you are a solo mobile vet feeling the weight of isolation, or whether you're struggling with boundaries or issues with your current client base, or if you're in the early stages of starting your house call practice and you're struggling with analysis paralysis and decision fatigue, you're trying to get enough patients into your practice to be able to start paying your bills, or you're someone dreaming of breaking free from the corporate life or your clinic life, but you're afraid to make the leap. Well, if you're any of those things, I totally see you. I know what it's like to eat lunch in your car while catching up on charts, to question if you're charging enough, to wonder if you can really build a sustainable mobile practice without burning out, and even know what it's like to wonder if the house call practice that you've already built with your blood, sweat, and tears is something that you can even keep going with, given how burnt out you might already be. But I also know that it's possible to thrive beyond your wildest dreams as a house call vet. And I know this because I've done it. And that is why I'm so excited to announce that registration is finally open for
Our fifth annual House Call and Mobile Vet Virtual Conference, February 7th and 8th, 2026.
This is not just another CE event. This is your first step towards transformation. We're tackling the real challenges of mobile practice, from handling red flag clients who believe that as a house call vet, you should be available 24/7. More importantly, we're going to be sharing proven solutions that help you work less while earning more, that help you work in a way that reflects your true worth, and that helps you build a practice that fits your life. Whether you're an experienced mobile vet looking to optimize your practice or just starting to explore this path, you'll leave this conference with concrete strategies that you can implement immediately to increase both your income and your time freedom. The conference is virtual. It's
February 7th and 8th, 2026.
And you can join from the coziness of your own couch while sipping hot chocolate and ordering your favorite Thai food while you're hand-fed gems of wisdom for your house call practice, and while you celebrate with your tribe. Here's what two of our veteran house call and mobile vet virtual conference attendees had to say. Dr. B said, day one of the conference, and it was fantastic. Speakers discussing the nitty-gritty subjects of medicine, the down and dirty ways to treat cats who may not receive treatment otherwise, and meeting other vets willing to take back the profession. I think I have found my tribe. I think it is truly the most excited I have been at a vet conference in a long time. Thank you, Dr. Eve, for all the time and energy you put into this. I cannot wait until tomorrow. And then we have from Dr. M, what a unique and engaging conference, even better than last year, and last year was amazing. So if you're feeling excited, inspired, and ready to sign up, don't wait too long. We have an amazing price for our early bird registration. That is open only through January 1st,
2026.
And
The first 50 people that sign up for the conference get entered to win a mystical house call vet package that is curated by moi just for you.
head to my Instagram, the House Call Vet Academy, or the link in the show notes to secure your spot. I'm Dr. Eve Harrison, and I can't wait to show you just how amazing mobile practice can be with the right support and community behind you, and to celebrate with those of you who already know exactly how life-giving this path can be. Now back to our show.
So my other question that I'm really curious about is, would you be able to share a little bit about your experience in the House Call Vet Academy? How was that like influential or different from how you might have expected? Did things turn out any different than what you were originally envisioning? Just really curious to hear general thoughts about your experience.
Yeah. I started the House Call Vet Academy, I think that was like 2 years ago. So I think a year and a half before I fully opened. Um, and it was really good. Like, I know it's something I was interested in, and it was really fun getting into like the nitty gritty. Like, okay, how do you schedule a patient, or, you know, what what sort of supply list? Like, where do you even start with that? Because things are just there when you're in practice. They're just there already. You don't even have to think about it.
So much
Um,
taken for granted. Yeah.
yeah. So that was pretty cool. I felt like it was a big secret though. So the only person who knew I was like doing your course was my husband. um, because yeah, I didn't really know who else to talk to about that. Um, but yeah, it was a really good experience. I have loved all of the videos and the group coaching calls and getting to meet other people in a similar spot as me, even though they're in different places. So yeah, it's been really good. I felt like even though you're kind of alone in it, you're not really alone. You have some back pocket people to help you out. So yeah.
That's amazing, and you've contributed so much in our group spaces and helped other people who are, like getting started as you're really launching and you're like now looking into like you have like advanced questions. It's really cool to see the evolution where you're like, what do I do about this situation? I'm like, she must be doing very well to have that problem. So it's been wonderful having you in the group and I love that you're continued to be with us and it's just been a lot of fun having you there. And I also got to party with you last year at our retreat. So
Yeah.
for those of you guys who weren't at our conference last year, Brenna won a spot at our retreat in Los Angeles. What? Yeah, it was the Los Angeles one that year.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was really fun to party with you. Do you have any, like, thoughts, reflections about the retreat?
Um, yeah, I think it was just really magical because yeah, I don't really know a lot of host call vets other than my one colleague that had sent me the lamb. She is a classmate of mine, and so we've kind of been on a similar journey together. But that's it. Like, there's you maybe you go to CE events and you don't know who's a house call vet, but going to the retreat was really fun to have that little community in person too. Um, and then also just seeing people who are all on different parts of their journey. So people who still are, planning in the planning stages, and people who have been doing stuff for a while and are too busy. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite things. I mean, my favorite things are the yoga and the nervous system regulation and the like aromatherapy stretch session and the fire stuff. But aside from all of those things, which are my favorite, that's another level. My real favorite thing is just watching everyone connect. And from the first hour, people are like, "Oh my God, how are you doing this? How? Oh my God, I'm doing this way." And it's just like I have to ring. Like, I always have to ring the awareness bell to be like, guys, we're starting our next activity, but I can't get people to stop connecting. And it's beautiful. I'm like, let everyone connect because this is so powerful. And it's just like beautiful to see. And then we get onto our yoga or our hot tub or whatever. But then in the hot tub, we're still like, how do you do this in your practice? And it's just so magical to see. It's like glimmers of, like, little buzzing fireflies. Oh, and like, you brought your honey, like, homemade honey from your hive and everything. That was so special that you brought that.
Yeah, that's fun.
I still have some of it. Sort of savored it. I was like, "I can't use all of it. This is
Yeah, it's very limited edition because all my bees died. So
I know you said you're like, this is like the remnants of the bees that are no longer in existence."
yeah,
Sad.
it was a good learning experience, but a lot of work. I have a lot of respect for people who are committed to that.
Yeah. Do you think you'd ever, keep bees again, or you're busy parenting at this point?
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like there are too many things I'm interested in, and there's just not enough time to to be passionate about so many things, I guess.
The curse and the blessing of the multi-passionate veterinarian.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm curious, do you have any wisdom to share for anyone who's like either considering getting started with house calls or maybe maybe even already has a house call practice and they're struggling with something, is there anything that you wish you had known or anything that you'd like to share with them that you learned along the way?
I mean, I think what's really emphasized in the House Call Vet Academy is just boundaries, boundary work. And um, I think honestly, like that was the most valuable thing for me, and being like, okay, yeah, maybe every other practice has a receptionist answering their phone. I don't need to answer my phone. So I don't answer my phone. Like I try and make it super clear that it's text only, and I miss phone calls. And, you know, just at the point where it's like, okay, you heard my voicemail, you got my text saying we're text only. If you don't vibe with that, that's fine. I have people who will vibe with it, and that's been good. It's really protected my sanity for
Fantastic.
sure.
Yeah, we were
Yeah.
just talking about that. I'm so glad. Like I see the message like internalizing and I see you holding your boundaries and honoring that. And it's just amazing to watch. So super proud of you. Not in a
Thanks.
condescending way, but I'm just like, oh, so good. Anything else that is kind of on your mind that you'd like to share with listeners, whether it has to do with house call or veterinary things, anything that moves you?
Yeah, I mean, I think one of my biggest fears um doing this was leaving behind surgery and dentistry, which I really do enjoy. Um, but I think for me, it's been a really nice balance to be able to locum and do just the specific things I am interested in. Where I do most of the dentistry work is at a holistic vet clinic. Um, and it's really nice being surrounded by like-minded people, but then just getting to do the one thing. I do my dentals, I leave. Sometimes do a house call in the afternoon, and so that's been really good. I think for anyone who's sort of in that same boat where they're like, well, I really like surgery, and unless you're doing like a big love boy thing, um, I think it's just something to consider, that there are creative ways to do the things that you are most passionate about. Um, you don't have to give up everything to chase one part of your dreams. So yeah, that's been pretty cool for me.
That's amazing. And are you seeing your own patients doing dentals at the local clinics or they're just their dentals?
Just their dentals, they have a really huge wait list of dentals to get through, and their vets are all very um, specific in what they do as well. So they've got a vet who does osteopathy. That's all she does. They've got like a rehab team there. That's what they do. And so um, there was a need for that, and it works out for both of us because they're not paying me to sit around waiting for another appointment to show up. They just pay me for the dental, and then that's it. So it's been a win-win for both of us, I think.
That's so cool. You're like the missing puzzle piece. You're like, this is what I like to do. Oh, great. This is what we need. Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
That sounds like a really cool practice.
Yeah. Yeah,
Nice.
it's
Yeah.
pretty cool. And it's privately owned, so that's nice too.
Chef's kiss. Do you have any other thoughts that you might like to share about the end of life aspect of your house call practice? Can I ask also like what percent of your practice is house is sort of like integrative and what part is end of life, or is it hard to say because they're very integrated?
Um, I think at the beginning it was a lot more of the percentage was end of life, and I think that just comes from people being a lot more willing to spend money on having their pet pass away at home,
Yeah.
um, versus, having somebody come every single week to do acupuncture. Like the people who are interested in that are just harder to find, I think.
Yeah.
But they are out there. And so now I would say it's getting pretty close to a 50-50 split, which is good. Like I really do like the end of life care, but I know there are vets who are like, yep, this is all I want to do. I'm happy to just do this. And I'm not ready to let go of everything else. And so but then sometimes you're like, I just want to go and do this thing that I know how to do, and don't have to to use my brain too much. Just just work on
Yeah.
people's skills rather than having to investigate things. And
Yeah.
so I think it's a really nice balance. I have done troubleshooting with other end of life vets, Dr. Liz, who you had on this podcast a long time ago, also in Canada. She's been really good about going over some cases that didn't go so well for home euthanasia, and just trying to figure out what I need to do to make that better. And that's been super valuable. So I think that just goes back to having a community of other people around you. Yeah.
That's amazing. Did you meet Liz in the academy?
Mm, yeah, I think on the academy, and from I think she was speaking at your conference as well. at one
Yeah.
point.
That seems like a connection that like I would have wanted to make. And I was like, did I? Yeah,
I
that's
think I
great.
was really interested in her story too, just like with balancing parenthood, and so that was a podcast I listened to before I ever had my kids. So yeah, super super cool. I love the variety of people that have been on this podcast as well. It's so
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, and you're one of them. Oh my gosh. Yay. Oh, well, I've been excited for this call for a while. So thank you for sharing your wisdom and your experiences. And before we close up, is there a beverage that you might like to order in the House Call Vet Cafe?
I've been on an Earl Grey tea kick recently. I just get it in like the bulk packages. That's what
Yes.
I'm drinking right now in my
Oh,
kitty cup.
amazing. I love that cup. Cheers. Here, I'll do
It
some
is.
scroll cheers.
Cheers.
Mhm. All right, my love. Well, thank you again so much for this call, and I can't wait to connect with you again soon.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the House Call Vet Cafe. If you enjoyed this episode, then hit the subscribe or follow button on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, YouTube, or wherever you listen to podcasts so you never have to miss an episode. This podcast is made specifically for you, so don't be shy if you'd like to reach out and let me know your thoughts on this episode. You can find me on Instagram and Facebook as the House Call Vet Academy, where I also share more valuable content. If you're interested in learning more about consulting for House Call Vets or the House Call Vet Academy online course and community, please click on the link in the show notes. Have an amazing rest of your day, and I can't wait for you to join us for our next episode of the House Call Vet Cafe.